Apparently we're live.
We are.
Apparently we're
This is a
live.
real operation.
See, Eric, he likes to fuck around with the technology. Are we live? Are we back? Maybe. Yeah, sure.
How do we feel about the audio this time?
If the audio is still fucked,
It shouldn't be, but we'll wait. See what the people saying.
you know,
Reset the settings, Christian, on OBS. Christian's upset.
I'm gonna say that shouldn't matter
It does
because
matter.
they've been in there for ages.
Well, that's what fixed it the other time. Yay.
I'm gonna say that
We're
shouldn't matter.
good. Younger Barber.
Now, what we don't have is transitions or segments.
We got nothing. We got old
raw.
school Christian. Now, the thing about Christian is he's upset, but did nothing.
The thing is, right? You ask Eric a question, he says nothing.
I'm fixing it.
You're
don't
not
need to
fixing it.
You don't need to ask me
You
questions.
broke the show,
It's
and
fixed.
it's still broken.
It's fixed.
Okay.
What do you mean? It's all fixed?
No transitions. There's no. It's basically. What is this? What?
It's a show.
Well, you
We're
know what,
here.
Eric? You like to have your setup, all right? You got this setup, all right? You got this setup.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta plug it into your main computer. And you gotta use this. You gotta fuck around.
I did the same thing with the main
We have
computer,
access to RTX voice. You don't want to use it.
Christian. I told you there's problems.
I told you it's an AI. We have to use it, but Eric doesn't want to listen. All right?
Christian. See,
Eric doesn't want to
The thing
listen.
about Christian is he's full of suggestions but doesn't do anything.
Doesn't do anything, ladies and gentlemen.
He's just full of questions and suggestions, alright? But the setup is here. We're live, Christian. We're live with the show.
We are live with the show.
So,
Alright?
welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 162 of the Red Force podcast.
We're
My
back.
name's Eric Tyler, joined me today, Christian.
We're somehow live. We're taped together. There's duct tape.
Now he's salty. For no reason.
I'm salty because you
I
didn't
gotta
test
fix it on the fly.
I'm salty because you didn't test it.
I gotta fix it on the
Alright.
fly. I
You
tested
fiddle around,
it.
you plug in shit in all day,
I tested
and
it.
you don't test it. Alright?
Christian,
There you go.
You
So
saw
there
me
you go.
testing it for 3 hours.
Would you say I'm salty right now like Zoro fans are salty?
Let's not go.
Alright, would you
let's
say
not
that?
jump- let's not
Would
jump
you
straight-
say that?
Let's not jump straight into
Would
the
you say
Zolo
that?
bait, right? We
Alright.
don't need to jump into the Zolo bait.
Okay. Would you say that?
I don't know if they're salty.
So, well, there's an attack vector, someone say.
Listen, we'll talk about Zolo, but
Alright.
I think we're gonna address a few things about Zolo.
Alright.
Zoro.
Maybe. Alright. Now, One Piece anime is getting to the hype. Alright? It's getting to Oden. Alright? We know what happened
Yeah.
in the manga. Alright? We know what happened in the manga. Some
Oden.
questionable decisions.
Well, hopefully they're fixed.
Hopefully, they're explained better. Alright?
Odin
Yeah.
looking big.
Big boy. Alright,
Walking
huge
like
boy.
a giant.
Will the planet explode when Odin
Next
cuts
week.
Kaido?
When it cuts the pig.
When it cuts the pig, the planet will... Planet has to explode.
It's possible.
Alright?
But maybe with an erotic twist of fate, it's exactly the same as the manga. And leaves us wanting more.
See, the anime picks and chooses its battles, alright?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it'll...
Do you think they're gonna do the Enma fire, Haki
It's that
shit?
it should be exclusively for Zoro and his power-up. Because we need visual clarification, alright? We
Now,
can't have...
in the anime, it had the purple aura around him.
Sure.
So maybe we'll see it here. Link it all together.
Did it have the swirly fire, the massive flame?
No.
Did it have it? No? I'm pretty sure it had it in the manga. You know?
You know, I can't remember specifically. I think there was. I remember smoke. I remember dust. All that shit. But I don't know.
Alright. So, Oden is here. Now,
Yes.
other news. Alright, other news.
Mhm.
There's some Oden interviews around, some new ones with, Watsuki's former, mentor, Roni Kenshin, questionable guy. You know the backstory, right? New interview. Apparently, according to some, it's either from an editor or what Oda said to an editor, but apparently Oda said if someone guesses the One Piece ending, which no one has apparently, he still wouldn't change it. He's not changing the ending.
But-
Like I said, why would he change the ending? It makes no sense. Why would he change anything about his story if someone gets it? Dumb. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
Dumb. Alright?
Sure.
Now, in other news, another chapter shall dropped Sunday. Alright? We did it in a week this time. Now, was that because of slow work and of public holiday? Yes, it was.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, we got it out.
So people should expect the weeklies.
No, they shouldn't.
Okay.
But it's out. Another fight. Another chapter. On to the next fight. Alright?
Fight City.
Fight City. It will be about 10 chapters of fights. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Mm-hmm.
Alright? So there you go. Go read that. Go enjoy that. There is one question about it in the question corner.
Okay.
Now, will it trigger the fuck out of Eric? I predict yes.
Okay, we'll find out.
Find out in the question corner. Will Eric be triggered?
In some hour or so.
It's maybe hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of questions, alright? Now, what have we got on the show, Eric?
Talk of the show.
We got, first of all, the chapter. I don't know why you started with talk of the show.
Well, people know about the chapter.
We get the chapter. We get how strong is Shanks.
Yeah.
The topic of the show.
What is it?
It is, let me get my precise wording, alright?
To intrigue the people.
The character reflects the powers. Alright?
You talking about personality or character?
Yes.
Okay.
Personality, character design.
Mm-hmm.
Because people were thinking Kid was going to be Magneto. And we were like, no. That's not going to happen, because that's not who Kid is. Right? And we'll get into it.
He's not a tact man, Christian.
He's not Magneto. He's not smart. He's not technical. You know? He doesn't have a real, like, ambitious goal. Whatever. Alright? Kid. Lame. Alright?
Mm.
And we'll get into Kid's interesting attack this week.
Sure.
Or what happened there. But there you go. So, I guess we'll move into the chapter. We have no transition.
Kindi Dragon getting despised in the chat already. What's it talking about Zoro? What's it talking about the Scabbards?
We'll get to Zoro. It's halfway through the chapter.
Mm.
We'll get there.
We'll be fair.
We'll be fair. Alright? Chapter 102. Emperors versus the new generation. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
First thing we see is none other than Rob Gucci. The man, the myth, the legend. On the cover page, fucking around.
Mm-hmm.
Alright? Enjoy himself. Alright? There you go. There you go.
What nonsense cover story's next?
Katakuri leaving Big One Pirates.
That's not a nonsense.
Alright.
That's not nonsense.
That's what we want. Alright? I don't know. Yeti Cool Brothers Grand Adventure.
Okay.
Alright? So some bullshit. Alright?
Folding clothes.
Because I don't think we're getting one until Wano ends. Because
What about fucking Shuyu
Suru?
doing the washing for the Navy?
It's possible. Maybe Mihawk versus the Navy is in the cover page.
On the cover page.
Alright? Maybe that's what happens.
Insanity.
Alright? There you go. Alright?
People scoffed at me for requesting the Reverie would be cover page only throughout Wano. Would you prefer that to what you got?
I mean, why are you bringing that up?
I'm just saying.
You're wrong. And that's an L.
I was saying I requested. I knew it wasn't going to happen.
Some might say that's an L. Alright, moving on. Moving into the chapter. Alright? Kaido opens up the battle with a destructive winds.
Mm-hmm.
Now, first question off the bat, was this attack invisible?
I don't know.
Because the Scabbards got hit, Kiku lost an arm.
Did they get hit, or was it only Kiku who actually got hit?
Well, they're blocking it, they're like, nah, you can't see it.
Half of them block it, don't they?
Yeah, but they're all like questioning it, and Kiku can't see it, loses an arm. It might be invisible, seemingly not invisible here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we've got a bit of observation Haki in this group.
Surely.
Maybe. Kid just tanks it, so I don't think he sees it.
Mm-hmm.
So, off the bat, questions,
Mm-hmm.
alright?
Sure.
With his attack. Alright? Kid just tanks it with his mech, you know, I could reform it anyway, it doesn't matter.
Fair point.
Who gives a fuck? It's a fair point, alright? So all teleports out of the way.
Getting salty about the teleporting. We'll get to that in a minute.
Funny bit, alright? Well, play your role, Lord, don't complain.
Yeah.
Alright?
That's why you're here.
That's what you're here. To play support. Alright? Because apparently Gamma have to jack shit. Which is
Crazy.
crazy, alright? Zoro deflects it. Well done, Zoro. Well done. Alright, that's a golf clap.
He's looking determined, Christian.
Alright, he's looking spicy.
After last week, I needed to release more.
After that
of his
L from
power.
last week, he tries to get the W, gets another L. Alright?
Well, he tries, you know.
That's what I said. He tries to get the W, gets the L. Gets 2 L's instead. Alright? Misses, cops the Big Mom attack. Alright? And we'll see if he's down and out next week. Hilarious if he is. What a waste of time.
Christian, we're not.
Alright?
Alright, let's just get to the post-Zoro part, right?
No. A little jab.
We're not even there yet.
It's a little jab.
Alright.
Alright?
Because I don't want to come out.
Luffy dodges in gear 4, zipping and zagging, you know. Bandman. Zipping around. Luffy hits Kaido with that Kong rifle in the gut. He goes flying back.
I thought I hit him in the face.
Yeah, I don't know.
His face gets cocked back, so.
Sure, but like the damage cross hastings on his gut. I don't know. I don't know what's that. You don't see any like lines coming off his face. Whatever. Alright?
Sure.
Luffy hits him with that Kong rifle. Alright? Then the kid runs in with the follow-up, flips Kaido over, and slams him into the ground. Again, we talked about it when Kid first unveiled this mech. I'm not feeling the impact from Kid's attacks. I'm not feeling it. Where's the overhead slam? You don't feel it because there's no arms, there's no legs. It's just hands floating. You don't really feel the impact.
Now, by logic of the story,
Yeah.
no damage from Kid.
Kaido does let out a scream. Or a growl, whatever. Alright? What is the difference between that attack and what Luffy does in the first round
With Gear
against
3?
Kaido? With Gear 3. His regular Kong gun smacking him into the ground.
Yeah, he does do that.
I see no difference.
He does do that with Gear 3. He knocks Kaido into the ground.
That's what I said.
With no damage, though.
Yeah, in the first round.
Yeah.
What's the difference between that and this?
I can't see a difference.
No Haki. It's just a slam. And we'll get to like the verbiage and the...
Sets it up for law, though.
I guess.
Yeah.
Law teleports in, dodges Kaido's bite, hits Kaido with that gamma knife. Kaido unfazed. Well, what?
Now, Law says he's never dissected a dragon, right?
But your heart's about here.
Yeah. Now, does he not have X-ray abilities? Or am I making that up?
There's a lot of X-ray visuals when he does these attacks. So we don't know, per se. But, whatever. That's fine. Kaido, we gotta stop with this memeage. Alright? Kaido is an emperor. Even if he can get past his defenses, he's still a legendary mythical Zoan.
We know.
Increased stamina. He's taken his tanks. Doesn't look phased at all.
With dead Whitebeard walking around with holes in his chest.
Doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Cops that gamma knife. Doesn't even cough up blood. He's not even phased.
It's like, get off me.
He's like, did you attack me with a move? Interesting. You used gamma knife. It attacked my heart directly. No
Maybe.
damage. Well, very little damage.
Maybe
It's
attack
like-
his heart directly.
Well, we'll say law hit. Because, what is that a thing? Right?
Well, the implication is that he doesn't know where it is, so maybe he missed.
But it's
And
kind of like,
he'll hit something later.
it's kind of like I'm the doctor
Why
specialist.
doesn't he go for the scar?
There's no vital organs in the scar.
Well, wouldn't it reopen?
Alright?
I guess it doesn't tell.
It's
us.
internal.
I don't know. Whatever.
He shredded his organs from inside. Kaido's heart is so tough. So meaty.
Wasn't affected.
Alright? Was not affected. Maybe it was affected. Can't say it wasn't affected. But it doesn't look like... He's not doing for me because he's on the ground coughing up blood dying.
Now I saw a funny comment.
Yeah.
Maybe he's using the flame clouds to re-stitch his body together.
No.
Christian.
Law hit him directly with that gamma knife. Nothing.
We thought that was Law's
Jack shit.
ultimate finisher, Christian.
Apparently,
Maybe
nothing.
what does Law have in the bag? Some stupid nonsense. Are you ready?
It's gonna be some stupid nonsense.
For the
alright?
Lord nonsense is about to happen.
Alright? Now, we can't forget, even if you can hit Kaido, he's still an emperor. So relax, people. Relax. Alright?
Yes.
He's taken multiple finishes. He's taken finishes.
Let's pull up the stats, Christian,
And he's
because
fine.
I took some stats.
These updated stats.
Yes.
Alright? Update stats.
Now continue with the fight, Christian.
Eric's pulling up the stats, alright? Kaido admits that getting past his defenses, but he's still an emperor, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, this brings up Kid. It gets to be garbage English when you're like, you all did damage except for Kid. You're not gonna say that, are you?
No.
You're not gonna single out Kid.
What do you say? You brats managed to bypass my fucking counter, whatever.
You managed to, he just says it.
Mm-hmm.
You managed to bypass my
This is after Killer's attack, of course.
After Law's attack, not after Killer's.
Right.
Now, to me, this would be like weird English for Kaido to be like, you all did damage to me except for Kid. Why would he say, like, it's awkward. It's an awkward statement.
It's also counter to what's established, right? Because there's no, even if people could argue, oh, maybe Kid's, like, the crushing is actually working, right? But
what crushing?
There's no crushing.
He just body slams him into the ground. There's no crushing. If he, like, squeezed his head, you could see something, maybe you can make that argument.
Mm.
But he just body slams him into the ground. What? What are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure.
Is that crushing? That's not crushing. Okay.
Yeah.
So Kaido admits that he's getting damaged. Okay. It looks fine.
He's healthy.
Looks fine, alright? Now, Killer jumps on Kaido's back and uses his Sonic Scythe technique, doing internal damage via sound via shockwave.
Reverberations.
Alright?
Drill Dragon Nail.
Something like that. Kaido looks damaged. Now, we're gonna relax here, because how much damage did it do? Jack shit. Right? People going crazy. Killer's stronger than Zoro. He's got that internal damage.
Mm-hmm.
Relax. They bypassed the defenses. Alright? They did. They bypassed the defenses. And we gotta give him credit.
Credit to Killer. We were like, why is he here?
Now we know why he's here. He's got something in the bag.
Credit to Killer.
He's got something in the pocket. Which we appreciate.
Yeah,
right?
sure. We love a contributing member.
But let's not go crazy and say, just because you can damage Kaido a little bit, alright, doesn't mean you're fucking Emperor level, your craziness. No.
Keep it in perspective.
The Scabbard damaged Kaido.
Like, this movie's irrelevant to, like,
the Red Rock. The Red Rock.
Yeah.
Kaido shook. Knocked out, almost, alright? Now, here's my problem with the way Oda's established this. Alright? Because he's making this weird, like, nuanced, kind of like, loophole shit, where it's like, they're damaging Kaido, but Kaido doesn't respect it because they're not doing as much damage as Luffy does. It's like this weird, like, roundabout, kind of like, yes, they're doing damage, but Kaido doesn't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same with the Scabbards, right? The Scabbards did damage. Kaido didn't give a fuck, nor did he respect it. Luffy hits him with the Red Rock, he respects it, right? Because he can feel that damage. He can feel that pain.
He respects that Zoro sword.
Alright? He respects his Zoro sword. We'll get to it, alright? Now, we have to make the distinction between you can damage Kaido and Kaido respecting it. Because he's still got the mythical healing. We cannot forget. People keep saying it's some sort of meme. It's not, it's real. Alright? Law, bringing up all the time. Asian Zoans, they got so much stamina. Toughness. Alright? Kaido's a mythical Zoan, you could say. I mean, he's a dragon and an emperor. You think doing damage to him is like somehow
He's Achilles' heel?
we're gonna two-shot him?
Yeah.
We're gonna two-shot him because we can damage him. No. That would be stupid.
Mm-hmm.
That would be ridiculous. Alright? But we're here, alright? That's my little rant over about that. Alright?
More to come.
Yes, they can hurt him, but it's doing jack shit. Just like the Scabbards.
Okay.
Alright? Now, Lord's Gamma Knife, surprisingly, shit against Kaido. Surprising.
So there will be something stupid.
Alright? Now, there's like these talks about Gamma Knife. Does it like constantly like shred, or is once the attack's over, it's finished?
It's once. What do you mean?
Alright? You know, is it a curse like thing once you're in the room?
No.
And you get hit by it? Does it continuously does it continuously shred? Because
Why is that an argument?
Because Doflamingo is continuously healing his body with
Because
strings.
he's not healing.
But people pick it up all the time.
He's not actually healing. He's just trying to put himself together.
But people pick it up all the time. He's touching his stomach. He's fixing up he's stitching up his
Luffy's
stomach.
punching him in the head. And the stomach.
He's stitching up the stomach because people are like, the Gamma Knife is still in effect. Therefore, Luffy is nerfed. Luffy's shit. It's all agenda shit, right?
Okay.
You're not getting into the mindset of the agendas, alright? So this is the people that say the Gamma Knife did 90% of the damage against Doflamingo. Right?
So, seemingly the Gamma Knife doesn't do much.
Yeah.
Two options. Law missed, or Kaido
Law did
is
not
an
miss. He put his surgeon pride on the line.
Animal. Okay.
He did not miss.
So he hit the heart.
Hit the heart, it didn't do much.
So
It did damage.
So
Didn't do
the
much.
Opie magic energy wasn't enough to damage Kaido.
He didn't have enough devil fruit prowess strength.
Or does it come into play? Does he have strong enough Haki to resist Law?
Let me get into that.
Is that the question?
Alright?
Does Law need more powerful Haki to damage Kaido with the Gamma Knife?
Perhaps. Alright? But let's move on. After Killer does his bullshit, Big Mom goes, I'm gonna start using my real attacks.
I'm still here.
I'm gonna start using my real attacks. Lightning, dead. Is Killer done? He just goes, Indra,
to me, this brings up the next phase of the fight.
Yeah.
Because these two players are there for a little bit. I don't think they're down out forever. But I think Zoro and Killer are going to be
Down for a bit.
For a little bit.
What about Kid?
I don't think Kid actually gets hit. He's kind of blocking it in the panel.
Yeah, but the Zeus face goes around the corner, says hello. Kid's like, Nani, sweaty.
He'll be fine.
I think we can get.
I think the three big players are gonna go solo now.
Sure, but we'll get to that anyway. Killer gets destroyed, hit with that lightning. Luffy comes in, hits him with that Rhino Shoulder, saves Killer. Kid doesn't even save his right hand man. What are we doing, Kid? Come on, can you do something?
Yes.
At least save your right hand man. No, Luffy comes in, Rhino Schneider kicks Kaido in the face. All right, then. Kaido, sobers up from that. Charges up that blast breath. Zoro goes, hey, Law, teleport me up there.
Fine.
Law's like, what is this? I'm not babysitting you. Yes, you are, Law. This is what you're here for. Play your role.
Shambles, very useful ability.
Law, play your role.
Yeah.
Because your Gamma Knife is doing jack shit. Just play your role, teleport. Alright?
Grant Luffy immortality.
Do it. Do what you gotta do, alright? So we teleport. Zoro cuts that fire. Kaido, stop using borrow breath. We've been through this so many times.
He hit Luffy with it.
Stop using borrow breath.
Okay.
It's useless. Alright? Big Mom learned, hey, I'm not going to use fire. It's pointless. I'm just going to start spamming lightning. No one can cut lightning here. Great. Alright?
You know, Brook's not here either. I can't get counted.
Big Mom can't get counted.
Theoretically.
I mean, Luffy counters her because,
Is there some lightning rod Kid shit?
Yeah, probably, but...
Kid absorbs all the lightning and shoots at a Kaido. That's coming.
Is it?
That's coming. That's coming.
Maybe. Who knows, alright?
Does lightning damage affect Kaido?
I guess.
Yeah.
Alright. Zoro unleashes Enma. Alright, Big Mom goes, Nani, no, you dodge that, Kaido. You dodge that blade. That's an ordinary blade.
She says, Kaido, watch out.
Big Mom senses the Haki coming off the drip coming off that blade.
You can see it.
Why is this not on Luffy's attacks? Can you please be consistent? Please, oh please. At least Zoro, we understand when he's using Enma's power, alright? He's putting his energy into Enma, it's like adding to it, it's giving crazy Haki. Zoro shoots off his attack, the Rising Dragon. It misses. Kaido dodges it. Hilarious.
That is one miss Kaido in Dragon form.
Apparently, when Kaido decides to dodge,
he's very quick.
He's very quick.
Apparently, he's very quick in Dragon form.
So Zoro misses. He goes, oh shit, I missed. He's huffing. He's puffing. He's
sweating.
wheezing.
What does this imply?
Enma drains energy slash haki slash willpower, whatever the fuck you want to say it is. Enma drains stamina. We've been saying this since it was first announced, Eric. Why is it so hard to understand? I said as soon as I saw Enma, it is Zoro's Gear 4. What do I mean by that? It drains his energy slash haki. He can't just spam it and be fine. No. It has to have limits.
He didn't unleash enough of it last week, right?
This week he does.
This week he unleashes quite a significant
Scary,
amount.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Now he's tired. Now he's drained of stamina.
Now this is a mechanic.
I appreciate it because Oda's trying to balance the blade.
He's trying to make it fair.
We can't do this. We can't be like Zoro has an Emperor level sword at all times and it costs nothing.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
It has to cost big.
Alright?
It has to be a massive price.
And again, it cannot be denied that Enma is a power up. It cannot be denied.
This thing
Crazy.
crazy.
Is a massive power up.
It allows someone to put all their energy, concentrate it, and shoot it out.
Now there's a concept. I don't know if Oda's doing this, but there's a concept in like shonen. It's here or there, yes and no, where it's like you have like an energy limit, but that doesn't mean you can unleash all your energy at once.
Yeah.
You have like an output cap.
Well,
it's a mechanic.
this is the thing, right? So you think about like a Kamehameha, drains ki, right?
Sure.
No, let's not talk about ki. But it drains ki, right?
Yeah.
And you can put X amount of ki into the energy attack, which does X amount more damage, but you use all your stamina, right? That's a Dragon Ball thing, right? No such thing really exists in One Piece. Luffy can't put all his haki into a Kongan and drain all his haki, right?
That's what I mean by output cap.
Yeah.
You have a stamina, you have a mana bar.
Mm-hmm.
You can't use all that mana for one attack.
Yeah.
The output
there's
cap.
things like, Law saying I need to use my lifespan for this, and
Yeah, sure. That bullshit.
Sure. There's a haki gauge, right?
Yeah.
There's a haki stamina thing because
You can run out of haki.
that was established with Luffy.
Sure, yeah, you can run out of
And
haki.
basically only Luffy, if that ever happens to him, is that he runs out of haki.
Yeah.
So, will this happen to Zoro?
Run out of energy, run out of stamina, yes.
How much do you reckon this is drained?
You can't quantify it.
Now, people
you know what I mean?
scaling the horn, it's stupid.
Peak is more impressive.
I actually don't think it is, in terms of the actual scale. It's silly how big this horn is, right? Like,
Is
ridiculous.
Peak not more impressive?
No, well, in terms of, paneling and aura, sure, it's more impressive, but actual size, no.
Where's this math?
Because the fucking parasol is like the size of the Empire State Building.
Oh my god,
So the horn has to be X and Y. It's a big horn. Very, very large. Indeed.
Okay.
So, yes, the horn maybe is a bigger scale, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. Probably, right?
Enma seems to be the one sword style Zoro, right?
Mm-hmm.
He pulls it out, one sword style Zoro, Haki beam, Haki blast, air slash of greatness, right? Cut something big. That's what it is. We don't have to go over this again.
We got people like Don Quixote in the chat, right? Saying Zoro has enough haki, therefore it's not much of a power-up, right?
You're not listening to the story.
You're not listening to the concept, right? Because, like, say Wano Ichimonji, right? Zoro can't put all of his haki into one attack.
If Zoro didn't have Enma, and it would go up and try and cut Kaido, it would do what it did last week. Nothing.
Yeah.
Or very little, right? It's a power-up. You cannot deny it. Zoro can't do this with any other blade. No one can do this. We've never seen this before.
It's a new mechanic of a weapon.
No one can do this with any other blade.
Annoying.
Sure. It's very annoying.
Annoying.
Or needs to explain it. Alright?
The legendary craftsman of Wano, Christian, of course.
Sure. Somehow, Oden put his spirit into
Maybe this is the process to get the Black Blade. Putting your will into the sword.
But then people could bring up Shishui and Zoro unlocking Ryuma's Ryo in the blade.
It's possible.
And then we have to bring up Mihawk. Does his Black Blade? Did he inherit his sword, and therefore it's not his Haki in that blade, therefore he's a fraud? This is what happens.
Well, when we get to Mihawk, so we get doesn't matter, right? Doesn't matter. Sure, whatever. Maybe he made it black. Whatever, right? But I think maybe this Oden Enma is the half step to the Black Blade. Because what else is it, you know?
Zoro already had a black blade.
Yeah, I know, but like, I don't know. I'm just trying to find something.
See, the Zoro fans are gonna fucking scream about it. You're wrong. It's not how it works. Oden made it clear, especially this week, even last week. You quote unquote unleash Enma's power. It drains you of Haki stamina, and it gives you a powerful attack.
I think Zoro had. Let me make this clear.
Yeah.
I think Zoro's mastered Enma in the terms of the mechanic, right? Because he can control how much Haki he uses. So he's mastered the mechanic of the blade.
But it's a Haki multiplier.
Yeah.
It's a multiplier. How do people not understand that?
I would say it's more of like a lightning rod kind of situation.
No, I would say it's a multiplier.
So it actually enhances all of his Haki.
I would say it's a multiplier straight up. You put 2 Haki into the sword, you get 10 back. Because Oden's Ryo is in it, or some bullshit. Alright, it's confusing. Oden needs to explain it more.
Well, I think it is, right?
But that's what it is.
So let's just put this out clear to people.
People who bring up it's a trading mechanism
wrong.
are out of their fucking mind.
Confirmed wrong.
Because they literally say, what is Oden's spirit energy doing in that sword?
Why is Oden's presence from that sword?
Why is Oden's presence in that sword?
Now let me just put this out there. I think that trading thing's dead because we're actually seeing it in use. That was before we actually saw it being used, right?
Yeah.
So let me just lay the concept out to the people, right? So let's say Onigiri against Killer used 2 Haki, right? And Zoro could only use 2 Haki in one attack,
Yeah.
right? Enma allows you to put
10 Haki. Whatever.
100 Haki, right? Enma allows you to use 100 Haki instead of having that cap of 2.
Yeah.
But it still takes it away from you.
Now, let's go back, alright? Did Enma have this effect when Oden was building it, or did it only get this effect after his
You
death?
see 2 attacks.
Alright? We don't see the Haki bullshit on it. Kodo goes, what is Oden's, presence doing in that sword? Is Oden somehow, some way, I don't fucking know, imbued his soul into the blade?
His essence. His
will. Haki, his will into the blade.
Inherited will into actual objects.
Because the cursed blade, and how is it cursed? What does this mean? The black blade, what does that mean? There's all these questions about swords.
Maybe Teguyama will explain it to us, Christian.
At the end of the arc? He's not explaining us during this fight.
Yeah, when Zoro's sitting down in.
So
also, theory out there.
Yeah.
People bringing up theories. Now, Tenguyama and Oden's father, same voice actor. So people are losing it, right? Is Tenguyama Oden's father? He didn't die. It's possible.
The voice actor.
Because
what kind of reveal is that? Is that the only? Is that like?
That's why he had the swords and he knows all the shit and he'll carry on the Kazuki will to his son, to his grandson. He kind of died though, and there was a procession for his death because he was poisoned.
Orochi killed him, quote unquote. We never saw it on screen. Never saw shit.
They both have hairy arms. That's the link. I'm just throwing that out there for the people.
I don't mind it because then Momonosuke can go out to sea.
And the Shogun can rule, the Kazuki can rule again. But why wouldn't he go to liberate Wano?
He said he is waiting for someone. The prophecy. He clearly knows what the prophecy is.
Okay. So
/Oden /time travel shit.
Let us know what you think about that. I don't mind. That might be something.
Don't mind it. All right.
Now, so I think the Zoro and the situation is clear. Now, there's no slide on Zoro. This isn't a slide on Zoro.
People gotta relax though.
Christian, we love Zoro.
People gotta relax. It's a power up. Stop with this meme that it's not a power up. Because you just look stupid at this point.
Wow.
It's a trading mechanism. No, it's not. Oden fucking just came out and said it. Stop. Alright? No one else can do this. This is the only blade we know of that does this. Now, if it so happens that every blade can do this, okay. But that's what established, that's what said. Right?
Is this the next level of the rhythm of all things?
No.
You know what's going on. Is this
Zoro
the
picks up the
thing?
blade. Zoro picks up the blade. Enma tries to take the Haki out of Zoro instantly, drain the Haki
A
out.
test.
Right? Zoro says no, give it back. Someone gets the minion over the blade. Is the blade alive? Alright? That's my question, alright? Is the blade alive?
Now Kaido
some way.
Now Kaido recognizes about Oden's presence,
Yeah.
brings up the questions. Like you said, is the will in the blade?
Yeah.
Is the Haki? Is Zoro literally using Oden's Ryo?
Yeah.
That's a question.
Yeah.
It seems to be set up like that. Although he did say the same thing about the Scabbards. Why are they using Oden's Ryo?
Yeah. Sure.
But did they inherit Oden's will?
No.
He taught them the Oden style. It's very annoying, Christian.
Yeah.
Because this is a new mechanic.
Now,
And we have to... We know what it is, right? There's no speculation on what it is and what's happening, because we see what's happening.
Yes, Zoro, this sword will make Zoro stronger.
Very
Therefore, it is a quote-unquote training mechanism. But so was Shishui. Zoro said, as soon as I master this blade, I will become stronger as well. So what are we even talking about? Alright, we got a donation.
We got Eric giving us $20. He still loves the shades, Christian.
Loves them.
Favorite part of the chapter.
Alright.
But yeah, listen, for the people out there, you hate Zoro, we don't.
We love Zoro, just gotta be realistic.
Christian, we started this channel to tell the people the truth.
Alright.
And to tell people what's
Just
actually
be
going
realistic.
on. We're telling you what's going on. There's no debate about how the sword works.
We know.
We've seen how the sword works. Zoro uses...
But I don't understand why people don't want to give Zoro a power-up. They want to say this is him and him alone.
Well, whatever.
What are you talking about?
That's a weird thing. But let me put it out there for the people straight, right? Last week, we saw Zoro use an attack, Onigiri, right?
Yeah.
Zoro, I need to unleash more of Enma's power,
Yeah.
right? Then,
This week.
massive Enma attack, half wheeze. What does the logic deduce, Christian?
It drains you of your energy. Alright?
That is the logic.
E.g. Luffy's Gear 4. It works almost identically.
Because Luffy's using...
Because Luffy's using too much Haki.
Similar, yes, but slightly different. Because Luffy's
The added
using
effect.
his Haki.
Yeah, and there's the added effect of the Henma bullshit.
Yeah,
right?
but he's using it, right? He's constantly using it. Zoro has the unique ability to use all his Haki in a single attack.
If it's not a multiplier. Because we don't know.
But he's drained. So his stamina is being used. So his Haki is being used, right?
Yeah.
Now, you can bring up questions about, is it making his Haki more powerful? Don't know. That's unquantifiable, right?
Yeah, because...
So that's more speculation.
Anyway, enough about that. Do not come at us saying it's not a power-up.
Don't tell me that's not how it works, because that's how it works.
Alright? There are questions still about it. Of course, Oden needs to tell us. Give us.
Now, it's
what
annoying.
it is,
It's annoying to the rest of the fan base because this is a Zoro exclusive, unexplained power up that feels cheap in a way.
Oh, we talked about this a few weeks ago, but it's good that it has a limit.
Yeah, at least I'll just try.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Big Mom hits him with lightning. There you go. Zoro down. All right. Hits him with lightning. All right. As long as you're under the sky, there is no escape. All right. Big Mom just spamming lightning, saying they have underestimated them. All right. Big Mom says it's time for real attacks. Hey, it's time for real attacks. What am I doing here? I'm just gonna start spamming lightning. AoE. What are you gonna do about it?
Hit Luffy with the elbow spear. I'd love to see what happens.
Please hit someone with the elbow spear, please. All right. Big Mom just AoEing. She's still clean. No one's even attacking her. All right. You just gotta leave her free agent.
That's dangerous.
That's fine. It's so dangerous. You're just leaving the caster in the back, allowing them to channel, just destroy you.
You gotta interrupt.
All right. You gotta interrupt Big Mom. It's too dangerous.
Zoro and Killer.
Yeah.
Just interrupt Big Mom, please. No one's asking you to do damage to her. Just interrupt her.
Stall her out. Alright? Luffy. Unaffected because he is rubber, of course. How could we forget? Alright?
We can't forget that.
God hits Luffy with that blast breath. Luffy goes, I'm just gonna tank this. He tanks it, he's all bloody, he's all fucked up.
Luffy's busted.
Alright? Comes in with that Kong Gatling. The fist looks a little too big to me, Eric. Is this the Fabled?
No, it isn't. Stop. It needs to be.
From movie.
Did he say King Kong Gatling?
No, he did not.
So,
The fists look a little too big to me, but whatever.
Oda's.
Oda's
you know how
Gatling,
Oda be.
but you know how it is. Luffy uses Kong Gatling, doesn't use Organ Gun, which is like, why does that attack exist now? Interesting, alright?
Sure.
Kong Gatling, chapter ends. Weird cliffhanger, but okay. Alright.
What do you think about this blast breath? Luffy just says, I'm guts. I have guts, that's why I'm able to tank it.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
It just shows how tanky Gear 4 is. It just shows how much fucking stamina, strength, defenses Luffy has. Alright?
To me, that's like next level shit. That's stupid.
I mean,
It blew a mountain up.
he's just tanking shit at this point.
And Giffy, he's not even phased. He's not even pushed back.
He's bloody. He's spit
Sure,
of blood out
he's
his
not-
nose.
Alright, fine.
Alright,
He's
he's fucked up a little bit.
But he's not dead.
Alright. Luffy cops it.
Thunder Bargo more powerful than the
100%.
than the blast breath.
Thunder Bargo still one shots.
Yeah.
Alright, so
So
Kaido,
maybe Kaido should get out of Dragon.
Kaido, get out of Dragon form. Big Mom got serious. It's time for you to get serious, alright? Big Mom goes, let's just stop using Zeus. Or let's just stop using Prometheus. It's time for me to get real. And start using
Hey Kaido,
Heaven's Domain.
stop using blast breath.
Legit, stop using blast breath.
If he uses it again, he's dumb.
Legitimately
How
dumb.
many times is Zoro gonna cut blast breath?
How many times has it been counted? Kinemon cut it. Rizo redirected it. Zoro cut it.
Zoro cut it again.
Now Zoro cut
Zoro cut
Prometheus.
Prometheus. Oh,
And then
just
Zoro
a-
cut it. So it's
Alright.
been counted 3 times.
Stop.
Right? Stop. And you could say Shinobu, bullshit
Now I'll
dodged it.
remind you that blast breaths are going into the mansion. Because he's shooting them at the ground. So beams are just
Ignore that. Ignore that.
Alright,
Alright?
fine.
Ignore that. Alright? Ignore that. Alright? And that's the end of the chapter. A great action chapter, Oda. Another action chapter. It's insanity. We didn't think this would
Will
happen.
we get a fourth?
It ends with a Gatling with no
Yeah,
conclusion.
that's not a cliffhanger. We're continuing. We gotta find out what happened to Zoro. By the way, Zoro and Killer get hit with lightning, and then maybe.
Yeah, I said that, but we're gonna and everyone else. Law
Yeah, but it's implied that there's no panel.
Law gets hit legitimately. There is a paddle.
Yeah, but there's no like cooking panel.
There's no cooking paddle for Zoro either.
Kid does. I mean, Killer does.
Killer sure, but yeah, but
So I think
they all get hit except for Luffy.
I think the next phase, Zoro and Killer go night for a little bit. They'll get back up at some point.
Big Mom is still here, unfazed.
Does Marco come in?
Marco's gonna fight King. Marco's gonna do something. Marco got choked out by Big Mom.
Alright, so we had
It was a joke.
we've had a bunch of chapters of the alliance with the upswing. Now we're starting to swing the other way,
Sure,
and I think we'll swing the other way next week
sure.
to people taking damage
They've taken damage this week.
because they're getting lucky.
Yeah,
Big Mama's is in the back. She could just shoot our best if she wanted to.
yeah. I know. We've been through this so many times.
Now we'll
At least she uses a legitimate attack this week.
can we get a Law shambles into the Owlbear Spear? Kaido into the Owlbear Spear.
See what happens there.
I like to see that with Law.
Yeah,
Because that's when you start playing the Emperors against each other.
sure.
And that's what we want to see. Because that's a smart play.
All right.
That Big
Yeah.
Mom with the ability to just dodge Kaido with the lightning as well.
Sure.
I don't know how her lightning works. Because you just randomly eject it.
It's going into the sky, manipulating the clouds. Lines
Sure,
come
but it's
down.
shooting. But is she controlling, attack Luffy?
Yeah, because you see the fucking Hobie coming in and Hobie get to because kids blocking it,
Sure.
and the Hobie comes around the corner and goes,
kind
"What's
of
up?"
It's also kind of like random AoE as well.
Yeah, but that's how you show it.
Sure.
And
Anyway.
you see him creep around the corner and go, "What's up?"
So, ratings, Christian.
Not a great action chapter. Now, are we in the dark on certain few attacks? Sure, we're in the dark. All right. It's interesting. I'm gonna say 9 out of 10. I love a good fight chapter. I love a good fight chapter. Against an Emperor's, nothing sus yet. Maybe kill a little sus, but nothing sus yet. All right.
Well, it makes sense at least. Something's happening.
Yeah. All right, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Predictions, probably more fight. Half chapter. I don't see another full chapter is crazy. I was going all out.
I'll take it.
Oh, if Oden does another full chapter of fight, he's going to the audience.
Thoughts on this? Dance swing, act end.
You keep bringing up the act end. I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I know.
Because like we still got so many loose. We got Jinbei versus Who's Who. We got Nami. We got all that shit set up. But surely everything would have to be on a downswing. You can't just be like, oh, what's gonna happen to Luffy end of Act 3?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think so. But there you go. We will eventually move away. I mean,
does Zoro get up?
He has to get up. Otherwise,
do Zoro and Killer get up?
I think they have to get up. Otherwise, like, what's the point of Enma if he never gets the hit off?
Well, he'll get up at some, but does he get straight back up? Like, is he like, I'm cooked, but like I'm still awake?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
Okay. Alright, we'll see.
It's not an Alba spear, so you know. Now, who did Zoro tank 2 attacks from an L? Back in.
Scorpio.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he tanked 2.
But that isn't magic soul lightning, Christian. You know.
Maybe it's more powerful. All right, I'm just saying. All right,
it's purple.
There you go. All right. Next, moving on to how strong is Shanks. You know, flash screen. How strong is Shanks?
Mm-hmm.
You know. How strong is Shanks? All right. Every week, we come to you with the question of, how strong is Shanks? And every week we answer. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the good king. Alright? But there are still people out there who deny him. They say, Kaido's the strongest. Come on. Are we watching this fight? Does this look like the strongest?
He's taking a lot of damage.
Alright? Some people out there say Dragon's the strongest. What's he done? You know? Some people out there say sweatiest man on the planet. Okay, Unikun is the strongest. There are people out there that say Blackbeard's the strongest. And there are people out there that say Mihawk's the strongest. Alright? And the worst of them all, there are people out there that say Ironman's the strongest. Alright? They're all wrong. All incorrect. And every week we come with 100% factual information to prove them wrong. This week's is Shanks is so strong that he doesn't need the essence of someone else to cut Kaido. Does he now? No.
What if Griffin's Roger's sword?
Does it have magic Oden properties? Probably not. Right? Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the god king. Right. Moving on. Topic of the show. Alright. Characters and powers. Alright. We're here. It's all with the show. Alright. Now, this was spurred up because people come to me being like, why does Kid suck? He doesn't do anything interesting with his powers. He could be Magneto. He could be Metallica from JoJo Part 5. He could do all this crazy shit with blood and iron in the blood and all this crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
People, when you design a character, the powers are in mind. We all know this.
Correct.
Luffy. Headstrong. Courageous. Alright, strong. Always bounces back just like rubber. Alright? You got Law. The smart one, the tactical one, the cool guy. Surgeon, reflected in his power, precise power, requires a lot of knowledge, a lot of patience. Law. And then you got Kid. And what is Kid's qualities? Edgemaster. Loud. Hothead.
Obnoxious,
alright? And what does his powers reflect? Big mech that just punches
Big
shit.
and loud.
Big and loud. Mm-hmm. Alright? Punk rock, all that kind of stuff. Alright? So we always, like, me and Eric always knew that the Magneto shit would never happen.
Yeah. That's not his character.
Because it's not his character.
Look at Magneto's design. He's
Sleek.
He has the intellect, Christian. His whole character is about his philosophy.
And intellect.
Yes.
Sleek design.
The helmet.
Cool, calm, collected. Alright?
Still buff. But he's not showing his chest, you know?
You know. Sure. Alright?
Look at Wolverine, Christian. Wild man, reflected in his design.
Exactly. Design, character. Right?
Ability.
Ability, sure. This is why Kid is not Magneto, because he's not his character. He would, if Law had Kid's power,
He'd be Magneto.
he would be Magneto.
And wouldn't get into a giant mech.
Sure.
Or maybe he would. I don't like giant mechs.
Sure. Okay. Alright? Which is why the Stealth Black is weird to me. Because I don't think this fits Sanji at all.
Okay.
What about Stealth Black as Sanji?
Yeah, he's not really like a showy Sentai,
It's got the invisible part, sure.
but he's more Mr. Prince than anything.
Sure. He's got the invisible part. I don't know.
He was never really a poser.
No. Which is strange to me. I don't know why. It doesn't really fit Sanji. You know. It's strange. Alright? And there you go. Just a little quick one. A little quick thing out there for people out there. Alright? The raid suit, man. What's gonna happen, man? What's gonna happen with Sanji?
Will he block the blast breath?
Will he use his Fox counter?
Let's just get Sanji on this roof. Just for the chaos.
Alright. There you go. There's a little topic.
Let's
of the
get
show.
Jimbo on this roof. Maybe deal with Big Mom.
Maybe. Alright, moving on to the Thunderdome.
Here we are.
This week, we have Jordan Lee with a, matchup. We got Inu versus Neko. How do we even
I
quantify
felt like we've
this?
done this before.
No. Top 30s, yes.
Okay.
Alright.
We said we liked Neko, so we gave it to Neko.
Let's actually break it down.
Okay.
We have, fight against Kaido, all this kind of shit. Alright? Now,
Now Two Sword style.
Inu, the slight against Inu used to be he lost a leg. It's more detrimental, but now he's got the leg. He's got the attachment. He's got the sword leg. So is that really a detriment, right?
Losing a limb doesn't really affect you in One Piece. We all know this.
Well, Kiros,
Didn't affect him.
didn't affect him much.
He didn't
So-
have any knees when he fought Diamante. It didn't really affect
Still
him.
one shot him. All right, so there you go. So, how do we really pull this apart and actually pick a winner here?
Do you want to talk about spear versus sword? Is that a thing? Neko's got the range now because he's got a gun arm.
Does Neko even have the spear in this fight? No.
He uses his claws, doesn't he?
Yeah. Maybe
Claw.
Inu's got the range. You see, I'm gonna give
Neko's got the gun arm though.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm gonna give the slight edge to Inu. I'll tell you why.
Tell me.
Neko, wild man. Neko, impulsive. Alright? Inu,
Tactician.
tactician. Take advantage of that. I think that gives him the slight edge. Now, we both know they're equal in power.
What about the stat bloodlust, Christian? Does that matter?
Do they both have the bloodlust stat in Sulong? Surely.
They seem like they're pretty
Alright?
chilled out.
So if it's a 1v1, Inu, I think, would take more into account and use...
Man, why are Neko and Inu down so early? Why
That's
are
how
all
it
the
is.
scabbards down so early, man?
Because fuck them!
I guess they're down the bottom. They can get back up, right?
No, fuck them. Alright?
No one. The only one that we don't care about is Kinemon.
That's true. Fuck Kinemon.
Can you
I'm
give-
sorry. Fuck Kinemon.
Okay.
Alright? I think we have to go with Inu. Just because that slight edge.
Okay.
That
We'll
slight
we'll
edge.
give him the big brain.
The big brain, take advantage of Neko. He would know every move he has. They know each other very well.
Okay.
I think Inu will take advantage of that when Neko wouldn't. That's what I think. Sure. Alright, there you go. And also, if you want to bring in the river cards, apparently Neko doesn't have Haki, even though he has Rio. Anyway. Alright.
Shout out to the Vivica.
Guys, are the river cards. Prove wrong all
All
the
the
time. Alright? Anyway. There you go. Congratulations to Inu. Alright? Moving on to the question corner. Alright? First question coming out to get spicy. I want your opinions on this.
Alright.
Alright? From Gabito.
Mhm.
Is Christian the Naruto of the show and is Eric the Sasuke?
I don't think so.
Alright. Well, I could take offense to that.
Now, Christian, I assume you did take offense to that. What this show is a classic dynamic of straight man and color man.
Sure.
Now, as you saw this week, Christian is the color man.
I'm always a color man.
He was really explosive this week. And last week.
Okay, I see fights, I get hyped.
He gets explosive.
Alright, I get hyped. Alright. Yeah.
There you go. So Sasuke... What's Sasuke?
The Edge Lord.
Edge Master?
People are really saying you're the Edge Master.
This is the same guy every week.
Is it?
Yes.
Young Obama says you're the Edge Master.
It's a meme.
Alright? Eric's convinced it's a meme. But when does the meme become real? Yeah, that's the question.
Maybe the glasses are a part of the meme.
Maybe, alright?
Heavy wants me to take them off. Heavy, I said $1,000 and I'll take
Not
them off.
$250.
Not $2.50, okay?
Alright. Next question. From BZ Bird. When Toei adapts this chapter, will we see explosions from space after Zoro's attack? Yes. We're doing Tokyo zoom outs.
And Luffy gets nothing. The Red Rock might blow up the planet.
I mean, they can't blow up the Skull Dome because they'll fall, whatever. But they're not going to care about that, are they? No. Right? From MK...
I don't know if Oden really cares about the debris either.
Whatever,
the
alright.
dome.
From MKB the Kid. Is Luffy saying guts, meaning he is slowly developing passive armor, Rio, like Big Mom and Kaido? And Sitamaru.
He could develop it.
It's possible, but I feel like he's just tanking it. I feel like it's more simple than it seems.
Will Luffy have that ability? Well, he's not going to fight a bum. When's he going to fight a bum? I mean, he's rubber, gear 4. You saw the athlete thread.
Okay, you know he's a bum.
Sure.
So, there you go.
He's looking at. Do you think at some point a punk kid will come up to Luffy in the story and try to fight him?
Maybe in the last chapter.
And by a punk kid, I mean the punk kid, as in
kid.
Yeah.
Using punk rotten. Alright. From Tristan Hitchens. How good is Rooftop Killer looking right now?
Pretty good.
Also, why is he better than his captain? It's a good meme.
Solid point.
It's a solid point. We also want to know that answer, but maybe we'll get it one day. When kid actually does something. Well, we'll see. All right. From Dark Chaos. Still believing that Zoro is weaker than any decent scabbard and can't dent Kaido's skin. Do you still believe that Zoro is weaker than any other decent scabbards and can't dent Kaido's skin? Zoro is maybe 3rd commander level. I've been saying this for so long.
He has high level one-shot potential now.
Sure.
Straight up, could put all his shit into one attack.
Sure.
And fucking one-shot Jack. Like, that's a
I don't deny that.
That's a possibility now.
I don't deny that, but Crack still beats him.
Used all his stamina, gets tricked.
That's what I'm saying. The X Factor still gets him. Alright?
No one said he wasn't gonna not cut Kaido. There's a foregone conclusion.
We said he'll cut. He's not killing Kaido. We said he will cut Kaido.
He will reopen the
Obviously.
scar. Obviously.
And that's obvious.
Yeah.
We've been saying that since Zoro got Enma. We've been saying that.
Since the scar was a thing.
Sure. Or maybe not for,
Well, until it was pointed out that Oden cut it. Yeah.
Sure.
No, remember back in the day when we had Dritz on in Wano, real early in Wano, and we go, yeah, Oden was probably the guy who scarred Kaido, and Dritz goes, why?
Why wasn't it Mihoku? Why wasn't it Alkainu?
I mean, what do you mean why? Oden's been sourcing this man.
Whatever.
But yeah. Shout outs to us, we're always correct.
From Real Man Cry. Right? My only question, can we separate characters from the toxic fandom for the sake of the story. Yes. Right? We love Zoro.
We're giving the people the truth, alright?
We hate the Zoro fanboys. No, we hate the insane people. Right?
There's like 2 of them.
Alright? People wilding out.
We tell the people how the weapon works, alright? And that's how it works.
Sure.
There's no debate.
Alright. So if Zoro does something impressive, you don't have to find every reason to downplay it because he has annoying fans. Yes, we do. Because we get the comments.
Well, we're not downplaying it, Christian. We're giving you the straight version.
Alright, we get...
We're not saying Zoro's trash.
We're saying Zoro's like maybe 3rd commander level. And that's what it is because Oda hasn't given us a fight.
And you saw base level Zoro go in and try and attack Kaido.
Do fuck all.
And do not much.
Alright.
Now, this, there's a debate around the weapon.
Yeah.
Could he one-shot King? If he hit him with full power Enma. Fucking Paradise Falls. It is a problem.
Shout out to Zoro and his crazy Enma
All this backfire.
power up.
It might backfire on him for a
Alright.
while.
Shout out to Braga D-Ace in the chat. Lurking, speaking, alright. Trolling.
He says Zoro v Shanks.
He says Zoro over Shanks, which is blasphemous. We don't appreciate that.
Fucking Brago contributing to the Zoro stands.
Of course.
On YouTube, making that money, Christian.
Oh, he knows how to do it, and I don't slime him for it, alright?
Hey, Brago, please make a video explaining how Enma works, and don't be a meme. I know you said the video is coming.
Alright. You know how it works.
You know how it works.
You know how it works, alright? Please educate the people.
And you saw the segment, and if you don't know how it works, we told you how it works.
Alright, there you go.
Thank you.
From Monkey D. Cog. If Zoro with Enma can cut such a large object, imagine what Mihawk can do with a full-powered slash. It got blocked by Jozu, so I don't care.
Can Mihawk put
There you go.
Can Mihawk put all these Haki into one attack?
It got blocked by Jozu. So there's his strong attack. There's Mihawk's strong attack. It got blocked by Jozu. And people could say Mihawk wasn't trying.
Brago asked us how Enma works. Alright, Brago.
He knows how it works. Stop.
Enma allows its user to use Haki into it. And admit it.
You didn't explain it correctly. Well...
Alright, I'll explain it again. So, if Zoro's Onigu...
You can't speak, he's enraged.
If Zoro's Onigiri last week cost him 2 Haki... And that's the cap. That's the maximum he's allowed to spend. 2 Haki.
Yeah.
Enma allows him to put 100 Haki into.
It's the concept of capped Haki output. Alright? We don't know if it's real because Oda's never going to explain that in detail. It's like how Luffy can't put all his do like dumb movie attacks like the King Kongan. So why Luffy can't do that. Because it doesn't make any fucking... Luffy can't imbue his entire Haki gauge into one attack.
Yeah, it's like using all your mana in an RPG, right? On one attack.
Doesn't happen.
Doesn't happen in One Piece. It's not like you can use like a Kamehameha that uses all your ki. Sure. Doesn't really happen. Now, Zoro now has the ability to do that with Enma.
Slash Enma is a multiplier, which we don't know. There's a lot of don't knows, alright?
But
I've talked about this 8 times in this episode.
That's how the Haki works.
And we've got questions about it.
Okay.
Alright, so... There you go, alright? From... Harvest and Berry. How could Luffy recover from having his entire side destroyed by Katakuri, but he can't heal that scar below his eyes? He got it when he was a child, alright? And there was no chopper bandages, alright? If Chopper was there with those bandages, right? If Chopper was there with those bandages, would be a different story.
Brago's on the same page.
Of course. Because he's a smart man, right? Of course, right? From Rick Lit, the most obvious one is what would have happened to Kaido had Zoro not missed his attack. Kaido would have got slashed and done some significant damage. That's what would have happened, alright? We all know that would have happened. But Oda goes, oh, no, you're going to wait for that, alright?
It'll be Zoro's climax to do the attack.
Yeah, that'll be his big victory of the fight. He'll get one good hit in, and he'll be out for the fight. Because we can't have it. We can't have it. And Oda knows that.
It ruins the balance.
Sure.
You can't do it.
Alright.
You can't have Zoro be this strong now.
Sure.
Alright.
Alright. From Vandal Cabbage. Wait, no. From... Yeah, whatever. Do you think moving forward as storylines... what's the word? Coalesce... Oda will hop around more often between scenes of other characters, not including the Straw Hats around the world, similar to other stories, show other stories, see the opposing sides, and, the Navy and tactics and shit.
No.
Will we do the Wano go out into the world in other arcs?
You're never going to see the Navy prepare in any significant way on screen, right?
You kind of different from Marineford a little bit.
It's hit and miss, right?
It's here or there, yeah. You're not going to get like 3 chapters.
It's always the Straw Hat's perspective. You're never going to get a villain arc in One Piece.
Alright, never gonna happen. Alright, never gonna happen. Alright. From Steve Fax. When will Act 3 of Wano finally end? Here's the thing. I don't see like a narrative point where it can end without Kaido or Luffy going down. You know what I'm saying? So, it's hard. Like Jinbei, there's still fights to happen. It's not going to happen for a while. I don't think. Alright? From Valiant Cabbage. Also, shouts to Eric for dealing with the Zorotards. You have the patience of a saint. Not a question, but we appreciate it.
It's gone into full troll antagonist mode.
Okay. Full villain mode.
Shoutouts to my Twitter, Christian.
Alright.
At Eric Tolado. I put up polls to see what the people think.
Alright.
And some hot takes and shit.
Sure.
Interesting one. Mihawk vs. Oden.
Sure.
Prime Oden, when Oden got back from fucking Roger ship or whatever.
Yeah.
The people have Oden by 2%. 52% Oden.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Will
that increase after the anime is finished with him?
The source on Oden... look, I would say Oden has more source than Mihawk at this point.
Sure.
The lineage...
Recent source.
The shoutouts... The fights...
Not on a Vivre card.
Sure.
In canon.
Mihawk needs to do something impressive, right? Alright, there you go. From, what is it? Psychovirus. Is Zoro's DC stronger / more potent than 4 Scabbers combined? And once Kaido's neck is too thick for Zoro to cut, but after slicing clean off those horns, we can't... You can't say Kaido...
It's rock.
Kaido has weaker defenses than bone or rock of a skeleton. What are we talking about? Next question, dude.
Maybe next week the topic of the show should be why Zoro killing Kaido breaks the story.
Obviously, Kaido's has greater physical toughness than stone or bone from a skeleton. Come on, guys. What do we...
Density.
Come on. You have to come at me with stronger arguments. If you're going to come at me, you're going to come at me with strong arguments. Alright?
People, if you think Zoro killing Kaido is good for the story, wrong. It's terrible. It will break the story in half.
Okay,
Alright,
yeah.
next question.
From Cameron. How do you think the story changes if the emperors, commanders, supernovas, and animals are allowed to have more autonomy throughout the world of One Piece? Dude, this is such a mean question.
What was the question?
What would happen if One Piece was real, basically? If the characters will have more autonomy. Which is like...
Let me ask the people the question. How much autonomy do you have in real life?
There you go. I was coming out with the philosophy.
Not much.
But let's be real, alright? Because... What does this even mean? Like... If you write a story...
I don't know.
And you're just constantly cutting to side characters, how do you get the plot done? How do you get anything done?
Read me the question again.
What do you think the story changes if the Emperors, Commanders, Supernovas, and Admirals are allowed to have more autonomy throughout the world of the One Piece? Do you guys think the story would be better because things would be more unpredictable and other people can have effects on the world and events in the story? Or do you guys think that'll get way too messy?
Well,
Yes.
autonomy is in terms of you see like Katakuri on the sea doing shit.
Yeah.
That's what it means by autonomy.
Things like theoretically things are happening all the time, and we kind of hear about them here or there.
I know, I would like to see more of it. I was complaining about, we see...
But like everyone who?
Only important people.
Like everyone, like emperors, all the emperors, all the supernova, all the warlords. Come on.
You see like Kid.
Who? Who do you pick?
When you see a big bounty, you go, why is that bounty so big?
Sure. I get what you're saying, but...
Just give me, it was the Oniguma incident.
Oniguma incident?
Some nonsense.
Oh, no, the manga incident?
Some fake death, Christian, in that bounty.
Fake death. That's what I mean, like... At the end of the day, the only things that exist is what Oda tells you exists. Mm-hmm. That's the only things that exist. So, the suspension of disbelief, all that kind of stuff.
In the battle of fucking Moose Valley, Big Mom and Kato clashed, and Queen fucking whatever.
It doesn't mean anything unless it's on screen. You know what I mean? Alright. From Chris D. Why didn't Marco cut off his hand in Marineford when he had the Sea Stone cuffs on? Couldn't he have just regenerated it after the Sea Stone is no longer in contact with his body? He was able to regenerate the laser beams from Kizaru after Mr. 3 removed the cuffs. Would the wound disappear?
If he was hit with...
What is... Because Oda says there's a limit to his healing. Maybe that's the limit. If you lose something completely...
Lose limbs, right, maybe?
If you lose something completely, it's gone.
I don't know. There's a debate. Can he be Haki scarred? Will that regenerate?
Yeah.
There's a lot of questions about Marco.
Alright. From Nelson... What do you think of Zoro cutting Pika Golem? Is it a mounted? The Pika, it's like, I guess, like...
Is cutting a mountain impressive at this point?
It's always going to be impressive in One Piece, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But yeah, alright. Is Pika mountain, quote-unquote mountain level? I would say he's like skyscraper big.
Whatever, we're talking about Mount Everest, are we talking about...
That's what I mean. Like a 52-story building big.
God punch 6 mountains.
I don't know all about it all at once, but... whatever.
Where do you find the mountains?
Alright, from Mini Mingo. Is Kid gonna do anything meaningful to Kaido? All I saw this chapter was a seismic toss. Not complaining though that character is trash.
Now, seismic toss does the same amount as your level, Christian. And we remember Kid is level 16.
Kaido got a lot of HP, right? A lot of HP, right? There you
go. Come on, Kid, please.
Actually do your plan and crush him.
At least have a huge mech.
Like, if you crushed him, I would understand that it did damage. Because you said last week, I'm going to crush you, I'm going to squeeze you, and that's how I'm going to do damage. But he didn't do that this week. He did like a slam. Okay. Alright. From the man with no name for Christian. I'm aspiring to create a webcomic.
Yes.
What kind of drawing tablet computer program do you use? What? I use a Cintiq Big Boy. 24 something?
24 inch, yeah. What'd that cost you, Christian? $3,000?
1.5, 50% off. It's expensive, but it's worth it.
Clip Studio, what's that cost people?
Clip Studio costs you $70. 50% of Webtoon creators use it. The other 50% use Photoshop. You can use both. Clip Studio Paint has more useful shit for making comics. More utility. It has flashes, inbuilt flashes, and different bubbles and shit.
Bubbles and stuff, sure.
So, I would say Clip Studio.
Photoshop is more general utility.
Yeah. But I would say Clip Studio is probably better for, like, making webcomics and stuff like that. So, have fun. Don't be mad. You have to, if you're going to make this, you have to be a madman. Do you have the will?
No.
Do you have the insanity to constantly create shit, right? For the passion of it.
And I would suggest a display over just a normal drawing thing, right? Because
tablets can work. You can do it on a tablet. Tablets are fine. You need Like getting one of those bamboo $100 ones.
You can do it on an iPad.
You can work it out. Yeah, but the iPad's more expensive than this.
Sure, but if you go online, right?
I guess if you go online around, alright? But, yeah, that's what I use. But the more important advice is
just start.
Just start. You gotta do it out of passion.
Yeah, don't worry about
it's 100% pure passion.
Talk to the people about the original first chapter show, so Christian, and where we're at now. Because you did do a HD remake.
We did. Alright? You can see it's basically the same quality as chapter 2, alright?
Just start.
But started 6 years ago, you can see the improvement, alright? Everyone who's seen it has seen the improvement. It's it is what it is.
Sure.
We're some 103 chapters deep.
Christian, if you're not evolving, what's the point?
Exactly, alright? Now, you have to be an insane person. You have to ruin your life. You have to do all kinds of things, right? You have to follow the royal road, alright? As Araki puts it. So,
Yes.
be a man, you gotta put up with a lot.
Younger bum, my drawing takes forever and I'm lazy. There you go.
That's why he's never gonna have one. Alright? Drew's is always talking about writing, never does it.
Sure.
Alright? So you gotta actually do things to get good at them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alright? There you go. From Twisty, are you finally able to not downplay Zoro anymore? What else does the do need to do impress you? Guys, you gotta understand, we don't hate Zoro. We love Zoro.
We also don't downplay.
We also don't downplay him. We're being realistic. We're not downplaying.
We're putting him where he is.
We're being realistic. We've always said Zoro will have a significant hit on Kaido that'll do a lot of damage. We've always said that. And we've always also said that it should drain his energy and leave him out of the
We've said
fight.
that for a long time.
We've been saying that for a long time. That's what it should be.
And we're happy Oda's going
For
in
it
that
to be
direction.
fair, for it to be balanced, for it to make sense, for the fight with Mihawk to mean something, all these kinds of issues.
We wanted to make sense and be fair.
We wanted the best way
Ultimately.
possible for the story to be good. That's what we want, the health of the story to be there.
And we understand the
right?
agenda that you want your favorite character to be top tier immediately.
Yeah.
But can't happen yet. Too early, Christian, for Zoro to be top tier.
From
He'll get there.
he will get there. He'll beat Mihawk. It'll be glorious. We'll all enjoy it. We'll all be there.
It's funny, right? No one wants Luffy to be Emperor level, but everyone wants Zoro to be Emperor level.
The Zoro fans, we need Luffy fans
Patience,
like Zoro
people.
fans,
Patience.
right? Moving on. From Pyro King 3D2Y. How likely is it that one or two of the mysterious characters get revealed before Act 4? The person watching Jinbei and Robin, and the person talking with Marco on the boat.
Marco on the boat is probably Izo. Although different kimonos. Person in the bushes. We thought it was Yamato, clearly not.
Why not?
Weird shaped head.
Wearing a mask, got lots of hair,
Looks like a fat body though. Looks like a fat boy. Big
Yeah, but
boy.
the hair the hair was big. You know what I mean?
I'll have to look at the panel again.
Because you only saw you didn't see the whole body. You only saw a little bit.
Yeah.
So maybe it was, but whatever. All right, from Tom, will Enma kill Kaido? That's good. It's a good question. No.
No, it won't.
All right. Next
He
question.
will not surpass Oden.
If he surpasses Oden right now, why does Mihawk exist? You know what I'm saying? All right, moving on. From Island, or just Island. All right. Do Zoro fans always reach like gymnastics for Zoro, despite the evidence shown in the manga that Enma is what keeps him afloat in this battle? Factual. If Zoro did not have Enma, he would be as useless as Kid in this battle. Right? And that's obvious. And we're moving on. Right? From Mad Take a Toll. Which is more impressive, Oden or Enma? Because it's starting to feel like someone like Vista or Law or even Cavendish will think Enma when they've had equally impressive destructive hype feats as Zoro and Oden did. Well, did Oden start the legend of Enma? Therefore, Oden's insanely more impressive.
Like we were talking about, is Oden's will in the blade?
Yeah. So therefore, Oden
It's possible. We don't know.
Oden gets all the credit for Enma.
Did Oden die and curse the blade?
Yeah, again, all these mysterious questions.
We don't know.
We don't know.
What happens if Luffy picks up Enma and shoots a beam? Does it blow the planet up?
If Luffy actually does that, that's a fat L for Zoro. Fat.
It's not an L. Why is it an L?
Because it like ignores all sword mastery.
I mean, he wouldn't be able to control it.
No, not happening.
But I'm just, whatever. It's a theoretical.
It would like completely cheapen the sword.
Well, you know, Kinemon's like only strong. You know, strong
Whatever.
people.
But move it on.
Whatever the fuck.
From Rahaf, a bunch of letters. All right, I don't know what he wants from me. You think Zoro getting a boost from Oden's Rio, and what will that Ryuma run? Will that Rio run out soon, or do you think it's permanent? I think it's based on his stamina, based on his own haki.
He was sweaty after you did the attack.
Sure, yeah. From Andrew, do you think Zoro is third commander level? Around there, maybe even lower. Scabbard level is fair. Does the Enma power up is huge? Where does that place him? All these kinds of questions. We'll wait and see.
X Factor, you know, the top 30 will come after Wano. The power scale will return after Wano. We got a lot of characters.
We've got a lot of characters to move around, alright? From Amin. Kid is getting worse every chapter. I don't even know why. Ain't no way that Oda thinks that he is doing is cool. Killer looking much better than him. Now we need a little grammar here because it's all run on sentences.
We told you Kid
No
was
commas.
garbage.
There you go. Well, I do want Kid to show us what makes him special in this battle. I do want to see it. I know we made him back Kid and how he's trash.
I mean,
and all that kind of
100% legit.
Yeah.
I think Oda made Kid to make Luffy look good.
Nah, come on, man. I legit want to see one great attack from Kid.
Because Luffy's clearly superior to Kid, right?
Yeah, obviously.
For what we've seen.
Yeah, he's the...
And Oda's hyping up Kid to be like, oh, Kid. And now Luffy's shitting on Kid.
Kid has to have one great thing. Otherwise, it's a missed opportunity. Mm-hmm. He has to do one great thing. At least. Alright? Work something out. You know what I'm saying? Alright. From Zoro Piece, but how many levels will Zoro eventually surpass Shanks? 0. He's not doing it.
Negative.
Zoro Emperor level? Oof. I don't like it.
Another poll came out on Twitter, Christian.
Yeah.
Will Zoro be the second strongest of all time?
No.
I believe the people have him, yes.
Mihawk said himself, being the Pyro King is harder than the world's strongest swordsman.
But this comes into, 54% say yeah. Now, this comes into the thing of Luffy will surpass Roger X amount, therefore Zoro, it's okay for Zoro to surpass everyone else because he'll still be weaker than Luffy because Luffy's going to be Roger plus and all these things just for the agenda to have Zoro be one of the best characters of all time.
First thing, we're never actually going to know this.
Yeah, it's going to be so vague.
It's going to be so vague. You're never going to definitive
You're
answer.
never going to see Luffy versus Roger. Right?
You're never going to see Zoro fight an Emperor one-on-one. It's never going to happen. You fight Mihawk.
You only be able to scale him off Mihawk.
Zoro's hardest fight is going to be Mihawk. And we all know that. So, whatever Mihawk is, Zoro will beat. He's not surpassing Shanks.
Will he fight an Admiral one-on-one, Christian?
It's possible. Fujitora, Mm-hmm. But he's not a real Admiral, so it doesn't count.
As we know.
As we know.
Poor Fujitora, man.
Will Kid develop something to hurt Kaido? We hope so. I want Kid to do something. I want Kid to come up with something.
Use that lightning rod idea I gave you, kid.
There you go. All right. There you go. All right.
That might work.
There you go. From Bindle. What is up? What is up in Law's and Luffy's? What is up Luffy and Law's sleeve since they are currently using their strongest attacks and forms morale? Obviously, Luffy has a fucking lion man.
Either just get 5 real, maybe. It'll be a new form, something.
New form is coming. We all know that.
What about Hype Law new form? With like fire hair.
Oh, okay.
With like gamma knife lightning hair.
I don't think Law has forms.
Surgeon Man.
There you go.
Gamma Man.
Alpha Man. Upgrades that shit to Alpha.
Turns into some molecular manipulation man. This drains my lifespan though.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course. Alright? From MBDD. Alright? Is the aura that Kaido is talking about on Oden's Haki when he wouldn't... That means Zoro was using advanced Haki on Enies Lobby with the demon aura, Ashura, and bending space around his sword.
Many questions.
The Ashura. No. When will people stop with the Ashura meme? We know that it was an illusion. We also know that this Haki Ryo is also very real. And Oden felt the presence of... Or Kaido felt the presence of Oden. Was that mean? Kind of yet to find out, sort of. But we'll find out. No. Ashura is not advanced Haki.
But what's clear is that Enma has Oden's presence. Now, what does that mean? I don't know. You tell me what that means.
I don't know. We talked about this so many times.
Is Zoro allowed to use Oden's Haki? I don't know.
From Mont. Do you guys smell defeat in the air for the Worst Generation Alliance?
Dancewing's coming.
Big Mom's still unscathed, undamaged, unfazed.
Luffy taking blast breaths.
Big Mom just maybe one shot all of them.
2 of them.
Well, everyone got hit by Luffy. So Luffy, this might be it right now. Luffy's the only one up. It could be. I doubt it. Mm-hmm. But that could happen. So there you go. For Red Robin Podcast.
Could you imagine if Big Mom one-shot all of them with AoE? Stupid.
Just leave it to Luffy. Get out of here. You know what I mean? Alright. From Red Robin Podcast. Is Zoro's journey to become the world's strongest swordsman poorly written? I'm trying to agree with Dritz about his progression. It's not meaningful if the character is hardly tested. It isn't giving any challenging fights. It's not a story about fucking swordsmen. Alright? Story about pirates. It's a side quest. Stop. Alright? It's a story about Luffy becoming Pirate King. Now, I've said before, maybe Oda stuffed up. Should have had a league of swordsmen or some bullshit just to contextualize it. But what do we?
I mean, Oda could have had a fucking guy trying to be the world's strongest swordsman on literally every pirate.
On every pirate crew, on every crew he fought.
It could have.
Right?
Could have happened.
Kind of gimmicky.
You know, Alan Park, there was a swordman. What was next? Alabaster? Who did fight? Swordman, Alabaster.
Yeah, Mr. One.
Then what was next?
Kaku.
Yeah.
Then Ryuma. He's fought swordsman. Please, alright?
Kind of a swordsman.
Kind of. He's fought
a bunch of swordsmen. There's nothing in the New World. Do you count Pico as a swordsman? He has a sword.
He has a sword, but you know. Now,
yeah, we would have liked to have seen Zoro fight a swordsman.
For it to be a real thing, you will need an infrastructure around it. You will need the Swordsman Guild that determines who the world's greatest swordsman is. Zoro has to go there in a tournament and win and prove himself to be the world's greatest swordsman. Mihawk's the chairman of this fucking crew, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. You have to actually make it a thing. It's not really a thing, all right? It's just something for Zoro to do, all right? So is it poorly written? It's kind of like, how much time do you want to give to a side quest? I know Zoro's an important character, but at the end of the day, it's a side quest, all right?
And his endgame fights are going to be swordsmen, so it might come back around.
Sure, alright.
I would expect in Wano he gets a swordsman fight, which is a good fair point. We'd like to see sword progression instead of just big attacks.
Now, the whole thing about the time skip being no one got fights but Luffy, no one's really tested themselves. I agree with that criticism.
It's annoying.
We really did need fights for at least the Monster Trio, Zoro and Sanji, to show us where they are before they get the power-ups, so we can actually make an educated guess. Alright,
and understand the stakes.
But here we are. This is what it is. That's what I think Oda's biggest mistake with the post time skip is, just not showing us where these characters are, especially Zoro and Sanji.
Luffy's clear.
Luffy's kind of clear. I mean, you got the whole situation with Dofi, tag teams, whatever. But there you go. From those sets, Lothar, who was the MVP of chapter 1002. Gotta give to Big Mom. Absolute destruction. Alright? Gotta give to Big Mom. From Questions Marksoft. Is the chapter imply that Kid's strongest move is to keep up with Gamma Knife is a pile driver? Are we sure Kid is even stronger than Killer at this point? That's a good question.
Watch Kid try and take all the credit.
Whatever. That's a side.
What a delusional man.
Whatever.
It's sad, right?
Alright. Kid, I want you to do something. I want you to do something great. Alright? Please do something great.
Yes.
Alright? From MBDD. Who is the better wrestler, Kid or Frankie? Oh, well. You
Frankie.
know, that, what's he call it?
Which one?
The suplex.
Who?
Frankie.
Isn't it just Frankie suplex?
No, it's not. It's
What,
got a name.
off the fucking building?
Sure.
I don't know.
It's something, but yeah. From Younger Obama, do you guys feel like the Scabs 2.0 where nobody's getting their hits, where everyone's getting their hits in and they're virtually going to get beaten? They'll get beaten, they'll come back. We all know this.
They'll get back up.
They'll get back up, they'll
not-
win.
They're not moving location.
We're not ending this war, that's for sure.
Shanks might end it.
That's a different scenario, right? From Oden Sun Supporter, hope that you two are both feeling well right now. You know, I'm feeling alright. Feeling a little spicy.
Feeling good.
Feeling a little hot under the collar. I hope that. Alright. Thanks a lot in advance. He's got 4 questions for us. It's you know, it's a lot. Alright. First question: will Arthur be on the show at some point this year? Perhaps it's hard to get people on the guests with the new schedule.
Yeah, there is a break coming up. We'll
there's-
see how long that break is.
Yeah,
I doubt there'll be a break.
but whatever. So, yeah, we'll have Arthur on the show. Why not?
Sure.
Could Bed Bateman handle all of CP0, BB, and his crew by himself?
Yes.
You gotta throw it all CP0 and Blackbeard's entire crew.
Half of them are getting knocked out by Conqueror's Arch.
Sure. Why not? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Can Kaido take 100,000 to 1 million red rocks from Luffy? What?
No.
No. Alright. What do you think? What do you think and hope will happen in the following chapter? Come on. More fight. Alright? More fight. Alright? From Jordan Lee. It seems every character using fire, even non-devil fruits like Zoro, Sanji, Luffy. How do you think these characters conjure fire? Is it a power system Haki, or is it each individual specific like Sanji spinning or Luffy get to, etc.? We've talked about this before, but the soul element stuff.
Is it real?
Is it real? Is it not real?
Will it tie into
I don't know.
Black Blades, Oden?
Sure.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. Well, Oda loves fire, apparently. Oda can't stop.
Christian, Brett's asking us, could Big Mom take a Thunderbug with her face?
Absolutely.
That'd be fine.
Alright, there you go. From Itachi. Do you think Kaido would have been gravely injured if he tanked Zoro's attack? The fact that Kaido dodged it kind of feels like Oda doesn't want us to show whatever Zoro's advanced Ryo or not. The whole idea is still up to debate. Well, no, we know when he uses Enma, he will cut Kaido. I suppose you think Kaido would have tanked it. He dodged. He would have tanked it and would have been damaged, but he would have been still up. He's not getting one shot. An Emperor's not getting one shot. Stop.
By anything.
An Emperor is not getting one shot. Please.
Whitebeard had his face off.
It's not happening, alright?
Whitebeard had half his face missing.
True.
And a hole through his body.
Yes. Stop. Alright?
And he's still two-shot Akainu.
Alright. Now, for Call for a Q. Before I start this question, this may trigger Eric greatly.
Alright, let's go.
And I want to say straight up, I thank you for the compliments, but I can't accept, alright?
Alright.
Is this an actual good fight? It's cool to see moves and it's epic, but it's so disjointed. Why do fights from the hit Webtoon Shadow Soul feel much smoother with some Early viewers saying the world building is promising. It's as promising as Oda-esque start. Practically memeing at the end of here, but roughly though. This man, my number one fan apparently.
Rage.
Right?
Hatred.
I told you Eric would be a rage. Now I appreciate the compliment,
You can't take that.
but I can't take that. Right? I can't take the compliment. I appreciate it. Alright? I appreciate you, Corvo. I appreciate the compliment. But come on. What are we talking about? You know what I mean? Alright?
Yes.
Go read my webtoon, maybe you'll find out. This man hyping it. This man's hyping it.
Have you had multi-chapter fights
Yes.
of one continuous thing?
Yes.
And
Multiple times.
How many characters?
The 4?
4v what?
3v1.
3v1.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't say it.
Not 5v2.
I didn't say it. No.
I don't know, man. You know, shout out to Corvo Q. He's a fan.
Number one fan, Corvo Q. There you go, right? From Haki. You said One Piece had the best group battles. I would challenge you to watch/read Trigger. The entire basis of the fight is cooperation. Using strengths to make up for the teammates' weaknesses. The new season is especially good when we'll give it a shot. World Trigger is such a weird one to me. Because it's been around for fucking ever and no one talks about it.
Right.
Like, no one talks about World Trigger.
No one's telling this man is.
It's been around since before My Hero, I believe. The man takes breaks, long breaks, but he comes back. But World Trigger, very much under the radar. Not really sure what to gauge on World Trigger, but maybe we'll give it a shot in one of the breaks.
Sure.
Maybe, alright? From Younger Obama. Now that the sword has Odin's aura, is Enma just a sword raid suit? Yeah, it's a power up. I get what you're saying, Young. Alright, I get it. Alright. From MBDD, we're getting close to the end, alright? Do you guys think that Luffy's Straw Hat has Haki in it as well?
Sure, it's got Jordan Boy's Haki in it.
So what you're saying is Shanks is an emperor without the straw hat. What are you saying? Alright. I'll take it as a Shanks compliment. There you go. From Ireland again. Who do you think? Why do you think Zoro fans always? I already answered that question. All right. From last question. From Hebi Hime. Do you feel that Big Mom and Kaido are testing the waters in this chapter to see everyone's weaknesses? Not really. They're just like, time to die. You know what I'm saying?
They're still kind of chilling, right? Big Mom's like, you're underestimating them.
Yeah.
Kaido's like, yeah, fine, you can get through my defenses.
Sure. All right.
Now, when that bat comes out,
When that bat,
and skulls start to get punched in.
when that Albert spear comes out, you better run. You better hide.
What if they fuse the Albert spear and the Thunder Bagua together?
The only one who could survive something like that is the God King Shanks.
Albert Bagua.
Insanity. Alright. And that's the show. Don't forget to subscribe. We should probably say that at the start, huh?
Yeah, I should probably say that.
Don't forget to like the video.
Share it, I guess.
Share it, I guess, you know? Join the Discord.
We're here.
Read my webcomic. Don't start one unless you're a man. That's the advice, alright? Shanks is the strongest.
Shanks
He's
is
the God King. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, does Eric want to turn off the stream?
I forgot it was on this.